got Guinness, named after the beer, or the world record. I love that sound.
We do too.
And I mean, you can tell these are obviously bird-loving people. You know, as soon as I pulled in, I saw the wildlife habitat sign. Did it start with that?
Yes, that was my first water feature.
Like the cat.
Yes.
Perfect. I love the little details, like this little slate wall in there. Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. So Timmy, what town are we in?
We are in Greensburg.
So this is the same hometown as you live?
Yes.
And this is a Pondless Waterfall?
Pondless Waterfall in the backyard, courtyard area.
And how long would you build it?
We built this at the end of 2021. So it's been in the ground for 7 or 8 months.
Neither one of you built this, did you?
No. Nope.
These are both first-year teammates. We've got Tyler and we've got Travis. And we're having fun day today, guys?
Oh, having a blast.
And I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. And it's all about showcasing how people all over the world, including out here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, live the Aquascape lifestyle. Check out another beautiful Aquascape water feature. Yeah. All right, we just walked in the front door. So I'm going to see the first time you guys see. We got Guinness, named after the beer, or the world record. I did set up one of those.
It's the beer.
Well, you just informed me that it was both.
Well, it's the same company, but I'm a fan of Guinness beers.
Did you know that Guinness World Records was the same as Guinness beer? I didn't know, and I set a Guinness World Record. Wow, okay. This is a big yard in the back. It really opened up, and here we go.
Still needing some work.
So, I love that sound.
We do too. It's so peaceful.
So what was here before?
An old dilapidated waterfall.
Okay.
It was boulders that the lady that owned the house had somebody build, but just cement between the boulders. It was ugly as heck.
Uh-huh.
And-
So you've been here for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So you found Tim and kind of right away got that replaced, huh?
Yes, they did an amazing job.
Yeah,
We're
he's-
so pleased.
This guy's telling me.
Artist with landscape.
What'd you end up doing here, buddy?
We might actually have some of the old rock work from the old, I think it's still back in the woods maybe. We could find it. It was just a lot of really small boulders stacked up, mortared together. It really wasn't very attractive. There was like an old little bathtub kind of a thing that was recirculating water. So it just wasn't functioning at all. So we took all of that out. We brought in we had a very small piece of equipment that we could fit through the corridor right here. So we brought in some boulders that were, just big enough that we could lift with that. Dug down quite a bit. We put in 4 or 5 small Aquablox pump vaults and 2 to 5 SLD pump, and we got 2 waterfalls coming out here that converge together. With this, we really wanted to get it sunken in so it wasn't sticking out like a volcano. It's easy to make that mistake in a space like this. We wanted to be incorporated, make it look as natural as possible, even though it's kind of a formal backdrop here. Marrying the natural and the formal just works really well if you do it right. But we wanted that water to really look like it was just really disappearing underground, which is why we went so deep with it. And the sound just bounces off these walls and comes back perfectly.
Amen. So this is...
Really unique at night with the lights on.
Yes.
It appears on that whole back
It
wall.
shimmers. Those shimmers.
Yeah, like you have a fire pit going. It's that effect on the back wall.
Replaced an eyesore and made something beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We just love it.
Thank you. Guinness. We love to say a water feature turns a house into a home. They bought a house that hadn't been occupied in 15 years in a beautiful neighborhood. How crazy is that? And one of the first projects they took on was replacing a water feature that didn't run with a beautiful Aquascape water feature. If you have a water feature that doesn't run, find a certified Aquascape contractor by you so that you too can be living the Aquascape lifestyle. Did you bugs?
Yeah.
Corn. Certified backyard habitat. They said they wanted a Pondless Waterfall. Love the flag. Look at the view from up here. Gorgeous. He said they wanted the Pondless Waterfall to attract the birds. So one of the prerequisites for a wildlife habitat is having water. So we're still in Greensboro?
Yep, Greensburg.
Greensburg, otherwise known as Tim Wood's hometown. And we have Tyler and Travis with us today, and we are checking out a 1-year-old Pondless Waterfall that actually was the winner of the Pond Trade Magazine Water Features.
Runner-up, actually.
Okay, second place. Oh, second place. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see.
I gotta do better.
This is the first place. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm the pond guy, Greg.
Dennis Jones.
Hey, Dennis. Nice to meet you.
Sure.
Hi, Kim. The pond guy, Greg. Thanks for having us out here. What beautiful views you have.
Well, thank you very much.
This is gorgeous. So this was the #2 winner in the national contest for Pond Trade Magazine. Did you guys know that?
Congratulations.
Well, congratulations. You have it. So one of the motivations was birds.
Birds.
And how is it? It looks like it's
Look at them all the time.
yeah, and you got a really nice area to sit in. I'll tell you that. That's for sure. And I see all the feeders and everything else that you have here. And then you got your wildlife area back there. Really nice with all of the natural prairie plants and more feeders back there. So how long have you lived here?
14 years.
Oh, a long time. Okay. And this has only been in here for 1 year. So how has this changed how you use your space?
So we're out here all the time.
Yeah. It draws you out, doesn't
Oh,
it?
it does. It's very relaxing.
Yeah.
We used to be out a lot with the porch and just the backyard and stuff, but having the water features with the bird feeders around is just fantastic. The water feature makes everything.
Yeah, pops.
Yep.
Water is life and it attracts life. How did you find Tim?
Online, I think.
Uh-huh. It is gorgeous. I love it. Every water feature is a unique work of art, one-of-a-kind custom creation. The process to build it remains the same, so I know exactly how Tim built this with the Aquablox, and it looks like it's on a low flow right now, which is fine. You can have an adjustable pump on here, so you can pump it up for more volume or pump it down for less volume. And I mean, you can tell these are obviously bird-loving people. As soon as I pulled in, I saw the wildlife habitat sign. You got some parrot feather in here. The landscaping is just starting to take off. Beautiful house, beautiful area to sit and relax by. And you know what? To me, this is how people should be living. They should have water that will attract wildlife. I love that natural prairie back there. Just gorgeous. Listen to that sound. What setting is the pump on right now?
I believe this is a 2 to 5,000.
So it's 2,000, now we're gonna get 5,000. Get Niagara Falls back here. All you gotta do is take your control panel and hit it up. Listen to the sound, how it changes. So you can see this whole new tributary is forming right here. All of this is new, bigger sounds, and wildlife will even get that much more attracted to it. When you have the water on, it will attract 10 times than just water that's just still, because the birds will hear it. So far, so good?
Watering. So far, so good. So far, excellent.
Actually, I heard it was your wife's idea to get this.
Of course.
It's a lot of work, but it turned out wonderful.
Yep.
Speaking of a lot of work to build it, what's the maintenance like? So the people that don't own a water feature.
The maintenance is pretty easy. So far, I mean, we've got it a year. And in terms of the pump and everything else, every once in a while I check the water level to make sure it doesn't decrease. And if it does, just stick a hose in it.
That's pretty simple.
That was simple. And then we watch for the algae. Sometimes you have to pull out the string algae. And so
Just like weeding,
Yep.
like weeding the
A
garden.
little bit easier.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's not hard either.
Well, it's a beautiful water feature. Thank you, thank you. Now, did you guys build this one?
No, Eli was here for this build up.
So this is your first season building ponds
Correct.
and water features. What would you say to somebody thinking about this as a career? College degree, engineer, got a full scholarship to college, but decided, no, it's not for you. Why water features?
So unique, something different. Get to have fun every day.
Be outside.
Be outside, playing with animals, creativity, freedom to do what you want. You can't really do anything wrong.
It's art.
It's art, everybody does it their own way. As long as, everything's within the liner and everything works as it should. You can't really screw it up too bad.
I like the artistic and the construction mix of the two.
There's an eye to it, and there's also functionality to it.
You said you used to do CAD work, and you can see it being at a computer.
Yeah.
So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. You do have to work for this guy.
Darn.
All right, so where are we at, buddy?
We are in Greensburg, Pennsylvania still. We're gonna walk around this side here, but everything when we were building had to go through this garage, through the man door on the other side. So a lot of muscle work, which was mainly Eli.
Okay, let's check out another beautiful Aquascape ecosystem water feature. Hello.
Hi, Greg. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us over. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Wow, it's a beautiful backyard.
Yeah, so this is a little oasis here, our secret garden.
Okay.
Your fire pit functions.
Yes, so we're working on the fire pit now, and we added an outdoor kitchen there.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, when you got this in, what was the motivation to put this in?
I've always just really loved water features, and I just think they're so relaxing. I thought that was a perfect setting for it with the little hillside here and coming off the screened-in porch.
Oh,
We can
the
sit out
porches,
there
yep,
and
yep.
the screened-in porch in the evening and listen to waterfall.
So I'm gonna make a guess here. First of all, how long have you lived here, Linda?
Well, this was the house I actually grew up in.
Oh wow, that's
And
kind
then-
of cool.
Yeah, and then I moved out. And then when my parents passed, I remodeled the house and
And moved back in.
Yes.
So how big of a change has this water feature made to the yard?
Oh, huge change, yeah. And everybody that's seen it is just so amazed.
Because they're not used to seeing something like
Right.
this, right?
And yeah, and just to take such a small little space and make so much out of it. Because this is not a huge yard. And then Tim, of course, had to hand dig everything.
I heard he came through that door.
Yes. Yes, he
Yeah,
came
that
through
little door
the
right
man
there.
door in the garage and then hand dug it all. And the same for the patio pavers.
Because it was hard to get back
Yeah,
here.
you can't get in on either side in my yard.
So for people that, like yourself, that hasn't had a water feature before, how much work is this? If they're watching my channel, how much work is this water feature for you?
For me, not too much at all. I just, just some general maintenance, picking up leaves, and sometimes I get a little scoop and take some algae out. Throw some algicide in.
So
maybe
no
once
more
a
than a
month.
regular garden?
Nope, nothing more. No.
That's good to hear. Let's check this out. So you went with a Pondless Waterfall version, huh?
Yes.
So you wanted the sound. I bet you the birds love this.
Oh yeah, they go in the spill bowl. One was just in there washing himself yesterday, put its feathers up, and we love to watch the birds.
Did it start with that?
Yes, that was my first water feature.
And
yes.
then you liked it and said,
And then I graduated to this.
that is PhD level right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's where the bird was in right in there.
there, yeah.
Yes.
I love the little details, like this little slate
I love
wall
the little-
in there. Well, was it a good decision?
Yes, now that I see the whole finished
We
product.
only have
that's-
challenges when we're into construction, not after.
Yeah. And one of my favorite things I'm glad
This is a great room to be able to enjoy this by. I would just sit in this room all the time, like the cat.
Yes.
Perfect.
These cats are living the life of Riley here. They're
Oh
just like,
gosh, yeah, with that
this is
sound.
like a big cat room. Yes, and I can sit out here and still watch my TV and listen to that. I love to read, so in the summertime when I'm off, I'm a teacher. I love to just sit out here and read and listen to the water.
We have a lot of teachers
Yeah.
that are water feature owners.
Well, we need to wind down because we have such a stressful
yeah.
job.
See that door right there? Everything for this project came through that door right over to here. So I just want to point out something about the aesthetics, the artistic nature of this project. This is a small backyard, no machine access at all. There's no way to get on either side of the house with any piece of equipment other than a wheelbarrow. So everything was hand dug, everything was wheeled in. So as you can see, the rocks, there's some decent sized rocks, but no rock in here is probably more than maybe 200 pounds at max, and that's just because we were able to roll it off a dump truck into a wheelbarrow, get it up here, and then just sort of flop it into place. So one common downfall of a small backyard, small project like this where you can only use smaller rocks is that when you're building, it's easy to end up with too many rocks. It's just rock, because you have these elevations, a couple of feet of elevation change right there. So when you're using these smaller rocks, you have to make up that elevation to hold the soil back, but yet you don't want that manufactured look. So one thing that we did here is we took a little bit of a formal approach and married it with the natural. So right there, we did some stacked slate work. I'll show you this spot here too. Just by incorporating a little bit of that stacked slate work, it gives a little bit of a formal nature. It still looks like it's old. It looks like it's man-made, but it looks like it was man-made maybe 50 years ago as opposed to
Nighttime, yeah. So many times people ask what the maintenance is like on a water feature. If it's a well-designed water feature that works with Mother Nature, not against her, which is the Aquascape ecosystem approach, same area planted in grass is more work than a water feature. If you're interested in living the Aquascape lifestyle and changing your house into a home, check out the link below to find a certified Aquascape contractor by you. I love my job.